Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to have a review video for you. As you can probably tell from the title, I'm going to be reviewing the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. This is what the bottle looks like. So this is going to be a pretty short video because I probably don't have too much to say. But I did want to review this foundation because I have been really loving it. If you saw my winter favorites, which should have gone up last week, probably last Wednesday, then you will already have heard me talk about this a little bit once. I also used it in the makeup look I'm wearing right now, which also went up last week, last Friday in my Get Ready With Me. I really wanted to try out this foundation first of all because pretty much everyone that was trying it that I watched seemed to really enjoy it. So I had to give it a go. It is a demi matte finish, not like a completely matte, and it is oil-free and it's supposed to last up to 24 hours. Also, if you're wondering, I have it in the shade 101, which is Classic Ivory, and it is the palest shade in the range, and it is quite pale. It works pretty well for me right now. I think it matches my neck pretty well, but it is a teeny bit pale. Luckily, I do have my winter skin. When we start getting into summer, if my skin starts to darken up a little, I might need to go one shade darker. But for now, this one is really great. That said, I'm not sure how well it will work for paler than me skin tones. Maybe for like a half a shade lighter. But yeah, this is the lightest one in the range, unfortunately. On the back, it's got like a little cheat sheet to tell you about the foundation. And it says that it is a demi matte, so it's not like a luminous finish or a matte finish. And I completely agree, especially without a powder on top. Which I do have a powder on today, but I have been wearing it for a couple of hours, so I might be getting a little bit dewy again. But it does have a really great finish. It also sets really well on my skin. I can wear it without a powder. For example, if I'm not going to wear a lot of other makeup, I won't necessarily bother with a powder. I like to powder if I'm going to put on contour and blush and everything, because I feel like the powder helps to make it easier to blend out those color powders. And it does make it last a little bit longer, in my opinion. But even without a powder on top, this does last many hours. I can't really tell you that it lasts 24 hours, but it does last a good long time. Right now, it's probably been on for about, I want to say 4 hours, and I think it's looking really good still. It's sort of right up there with my Makeup Forever HD foundation right now. In terms of quality, it's really great. It does usually retail for $20 here in Canada, which is a bit pricey for a drugstore foundation, but I will remind you, much cheaper than a high-end foundation, which you're probably going to be paying $40, $50, $60 for. This is your regular size. It looks a little small because it's in this tube, but that's just because there's not a lot of packaging, which is great because there's not a lot of waste when you're done. But it does have the regular 1 ounce or 30 mils of product, just like pretty much every foundation out there. It claims to be medium coverage, which I think is just about right. I do find it that if I have any pink patches or discoloration or anything, or if I need to conceal my under eyes, this won't completely cover up stuff like that, but it does a really great job at evening out general skin discolorations, blotchy skin tone, whatever. So I think medium coverage is pretty much right, and it claims to have an airlight texture, which I definitely agree with. It sets really well, but it's not drying, and it doesn't feel oily at all, especially once you put a powder on it. But even on its own, it sets to sort of like a beautiful powdery finish without clinging to dry patches that I've really noticed. But yeah, it's a really great foundation. I'm going to show you a little swatch of it just on my hand. It comes out in a little squeezy tube like this, so it's actually super hygienic because you're never touching the foundation or anything. So that's the color match there on my hand before I swatch it in, and once I have rubbed it into my skin, as you probably can't see, it is a really great match for my skin tone, and it really doesn't have a very shiny appearance. It sets in really beautifully and really quickly and just evens the skin tone, and it's gorgeous. It really doesn't have a scent, which is excellent if you have sensitive skin. I really can't think of anything bad to say about this foundation aside from the price. It is expensive, but when you think about buying a high-end foundation, and I do love my high-end foundations, don't get me wrong, but this is a lot cheaper. So I would definitely recommend you check this out if you're into matte or demi-matte skin, medium coverage. That sounds like what you're looking for. Give this one a go. I think it's a really great sort of everyday foundation for most people. So don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this video and want to see more review videos. If you have any ideas of what I should review next, leave me a comment down in the description. Also, let me know if you have tried this foundation and what you thought of it. And don't forget to subscribe to see more videos from me, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys. It's pretty subtle, but it's just got a bit more of that gray tone that works really well on my pale skin. It might actually be similar to NYX Taupe, but I haven't tried that. I got a lot on my brush. And I'm just gonna put that